I'm Azrienoch, this is XDA TV, and you don't know it, but my girl Beyonce has a message for software developers everywhere. If you like it, then you should have put a patent on it. Yeah, that's not what she really said, but marriage is kind of a bullshit institution too. It's week 32 of 2011 and my Galaxy Tab is now a JTAG zombie. On XDA TV this week, Sam got a haircut. He also showed off Android 3.2 on his Asus Transformer, and both lauded and condemned HTC for their OpenSense SDK and the faulty kernels they released, respectively. Sam did have to eat his words from last week about the Unofficial XDA TV app, since it got a makeover and was optimized for phones. But all that just doesn't top the big news about Sam getting a haircut. Hey, that's the world we live in. Also, the Motorola Triumph forums were added, and the admins announced that Operation Iron Fist is now in effect. For those of you who don't know what that is, basically, the consequences will never be the same. The rules changed, so it's much easier to ban assholes. And soon there will be a new thread reporting system, making it easier for mods to mod. I think we've all seen how many noobs have had a sense of entitlement lately, like customers rather than a neighbor who's borrowing something. You know, I think assholes getting fisted with iron is just a little too kind. Those people should be put to sleep. And unfortunately, I can't imagine why, but I don't think Svetius is going to allow that. For Android this week, Transceiver released a handwriting optimization app for styluses, and he's looking for testers. Mohammed N released JBed, a Java midlet that lets you run native Java on Android. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And now here's Bob.
Hi, I'm SassiBoB, and this week I'm reviewing PC Monitor by Lore01 Aaron. Think of all the things you can do with LogMeIn, minus looking at your screen, and that's this app. You can check your desktop's running processes and CPU usage, or manage files in the file manager, and you can even shut your computer down remotely. There's a bunch more stuff I can do. I think it's really cool. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter. Mwah. See you next week, nerds!
On the Windows side, Windows Phone 7 got a Game Boy emulator. And Dark Forces team gave me a little bit of deja vu this week by releasing HSPL for first generation Windows Phone 7 devices. I woke up, read that, and had the strangest feeling that it was a year ago and we were hearing about the HD2. The HSPL Dark Forces team made for the HD2 was the beginning of 5 operating systems being ported to that device. Hopefully we'll get to see some really cool stuff coming out for those phones. Speaking of which, keep an eye on XDA TV on Monday, because I'm entering a video contest to win an HD7S from WP Central. If I win, we'll start having Bob review Windows Phone 7 apps. I think you'll like it. Keep an eye out. Last thing for this week, some more about software patents. This topic may be getting old for you, but frankly it affects all of us in a big way, and I think developers need a voice in this. So TechCrunch posted an article yesterday about Motorola's new plan of attack in the patent wars. Motorola has a large collection of patents, and they're thinking of using it to sue other makers of Android devices to collect royalties. I'm going to spend the rest of this video begging Motorola not to do that. Motorola, I know how you're feeling. If there's anyone to thank for the success of Android, it's you. You spent a lot of money advertising your Android devices and everybody benefited. Yet you are the third largest manufacturer of Android devices. Not first, third. That must hurt. You feel you haven't been properly thanked. So, thank you. But you too. Your competitors are under a huge attack, and because they're making Android devices like you, you're under attack. The success of your devices depends on Android's success as a whole. You may have paid all that money telling people that the Droid was the iPhone killer, but last I checked, it didn't. However, Android is the iPhone killer. Look at Android's market share. Android dominates the market, and you benefit from that. Charging for licensing de-incentivizes. Nobody in the world wants to give away money when they are told to. If other Android manufacturers throw their hands up in the air, you are left standing alone with a dead operating system. You should think about using that for a tagline. Motorola Droid, the Android killer. Your customers already hate you. You fail to keep your promises of updates, of 4G upgrades, etc. And developers hate you. You lock down your devices so that developers can't experience them the way that they need to experience technology. Do you understand that? It's essential. This is how they experience the world. So how's this for a new tagline? Motorola, the Android savior. You're not gonna get that title by pissing off your market peers. This is my idea for you. You look at the lawsuits HTC and Samsung and a lot of smaller companies are facing, and then you put the patents that would help them win into the public domain. You do this without reservation or stipulation. Now, obviously, you can still use them for defense, but I say if a company is hoarding patents for defense only, there's no reason they shouldn't share with everybody else. You're protected, and so are they. There is no reason to be greedy in the patent wars over Android. If those companies join you in open sourcing patents, great! You are now the leader of a revolutionary movement that will go down in history, saving small companies that might want to make an Android device for themselves and ensuring the health of a creature that's proven to be much bigger than you. That spurs innovation. And if those companies don't join you, then hey, you are the sole saviors of Android. And I guarantee you, the real iPhone killer. Apple will disappear for another 15 years, just like they did in the 90s. And that's the moral of the news this week. Android was made in the spirit of open source. The only way it can fail against proprietary operating systems is if you, the manufacturers who hold the Android torch, don't march forward in the spirit of open source. These stupid patent wars have gone on long enough, and if Congress won't make them go away, then we turn to you to make them irrelevant. Again, I'm Azrienoch, and this is XDA TV.